Hey everybody, it's the Bald Man once again. This time we will be talking about the Keynesian model, the original graph, the OG. So this was the model he developed as he tried to explain how we could get out of the Great Depression. The Great Depression was terrible, right, economically speaking, for the United States. 25% unemployment. On top of that, you had other conditions like the Dust Bowl happening. So people were miserable. They wanted government help to help fix the problem, help make their life a little bit better. The government refused because at the time there were laissez-faire. They were all about hands off. It was going to correct itself, but it didn't. And things kept getting worse and worse, and still the government refused to help. So this is when macroeconomics was developed to try to understand the conditions that caused the Great Depression, how we could study the economy to keep it from happening again, and just help us keep it growing, right? So this is the model he showed up, right? He showed him, he said, we have to do something. We have to spend our way out of this situation. There is no other solution. Of course, it being laissez-faire, nobody wanted to do this. Everybody was saying, yeah, we could spend our way, but that would cause inflation. Inflation that your grandkids would have to worry about, that they'll have to pay, right? They're going to have to pay for our mistakes. Why should they pay? Let's just wait it out. Things will fix itself. In the long run, things will fix themselves and they'll get better. To which Keynes famously said, in the long run, we're all dead. So he created this model to explain how we could work our way out of the depression, right? So we have our price level, aggregate supply, real GDP. We're missing our aggregate demand, though. Don't worry, we'll add that right now. He said our economy is in the tank right now. We don't have very much production at all. We should increase government spending. And you'll see that even though we're increasing government spending, nothing is happening to price levels. Because he said we need to keep spending more and more. If at first you don't succeed, keep trying, right, until we fix the economy. He said we wouldn't have to worry about inflation while we're on the Keynesian range at all, right? You can see we're increasing aggregate demand again and again, and the price levels do not change. He said we would only have to worry about inflationary expectations until we get closer and closer to full employment. So as you can see here, once we get to the intermediate range, we can see price levels going up as inflationary pressures start to affect the economy. Right? We can increase spending again, and right, we're getting closer and closer to full employment, and we will see we're even increasing our output as price levels keep going up. But even he said there will come to a point where we need to stop spending because that's not going to create anything new. That's not going to create any new output. It's not going to create any new jobs. The only thing it's going to create is more and more inflation. As you can see here with his model, we don't get any more output, but we do get more and more inflationary pressures as we increase our spending, right? So remember, his famous quote was, in the long run, we're all dead. He surmised that we could spend our way out of a recessionary economy and everything will work out in the long run, because in the long run, we're all dead, right? We need to worry about our kids now and not what's going to happen 20, 25, 30 years down the road if we cannot feed our kids now. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to send me a message on Remind or drop a comment down below.